Hey guys, welcome back. This is an update on my finances, especially about the car. So the last conversation we had, I was trying to figure out whether I should sell my car or whether I should refinance. So I posted a video saying that I went to the dealership, which I did go. I went to the dealership and I was trying to find out if they had cars which are cheaper, which I could now then trade in mine and get a cheaper car. But that didn't work out because I was going to end up being upside down on my loan. That means I would owe more. I would still owe more than the car value. So I left. That was not the solution for me. So I was wondering whether refinancing was a better option. And there are a lot of comments. There are a lot of comments about that. And I'm learning a lot. Every time I post these videos, I'm getting a lot of comments in the comment section. And I applaud you guys for that. I appreciate that. So once in a while, I'll come back and read the comments so that if there's somebody who is following that same path, who's going through, for example, he has bought a new car in this, for example, in this video, has bought a new car and does not know whether they should refinance or whether they should sell it because maybe the payments are too high, or maybe he or she, you bit more than you can chew. And sometimes we do that, or sometimes things happen in life and you're not able to manage that car payment. So for me, as I go through my financial journey with you guys, just keeping you updated on what's going on, I still feel like my payment is very high compared to where I'm at now financially and where I want to be. And one of the things that I can do was either to sell the car and get a cheaper car or to refinance. And for my reasons for refinancing were to lower the interest rate, which is about 8%, a little over 8%, and also to lower my monthly payments, which are like high according to my standards right now, according to my current financial situation. And when I say current, it just means that right now I'm going through a rough patch, and so is everybody else. And I just need to figure out what to adjust in my finances so that I'm not stressing so much. So those are my two reasons for refinancing or trying to sell the car. Some other reasons for refinancing for other people could be either because they found a better lender. Some lenders are not, they don't have good customer service, or they don't have good products. So you want to move from the one that you have to a different one. I like USAA, so I was trying to see if they can refinance my loan if I'm not able to sell the car. The other reasons could be maybe you have more money now and you want to shorten the term of the loan. So let's say, for example, your first loan was going to spread out for 6 years, and now you got a little bit more money. You want to shorten that so you can pay more money and then shorten the term maybe to like 3 years or 2 years. If you have a cosigner and you want to remove the cosigner, that's another reason why you can refinance your vehicle. I remember there was one time I co-signed a car for someone, and I will not do that again. I'm very, 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 very skeptical about co-signing for anybody. You live and you learn. Somebody had told me when I first came, Lucy, try as much as possible not to co-sign anything with someone who you don't know their financial situation. And even when you know that they are disciplined and their credit, and for them to need a co-signer is because maybe they need to build their credit, or they have very bad credit and they need a co-signer so that it can boost their chances of getting whatever loan that they're getting. So me and my damn self, I didn't heed to that advice, and I co-signed for this person for a brand new car. I think it was about 40,000 or something, close to that. It was a brand new car, and the person had poor credit history. They had poor payment history. They were not making their payments on time. I don't know why I thought that this time it was going to be different, but I did co-sign for them, and I paid dearly for that because obviously they missed the payments. And if you know anything about co-signing for someone alone, it means that however their behavior is credit wise, it reflects on your credit as well, because you own that loan together. So if they make good payments, then it goes on your credit as paid off on time or paid on time. If they miss payments, it also goes on your credit that they missed a payment. If they are late to make payments, it goes on your credit that they are late. So you pay for it. I paid dearly for it. My credit score tanked. I think it even went to collections. It was a whole mess. So you live and you learn. And I've learned that unless, I don't know, co-signing for people, no, you have to be very, very, very careful. Very, very careful. So for me, the reasons why I'm looking at refinancing is to lower my credit, to lower my interest rate, and also to lower the monthly payments. In order for that to happen, you need good credit, very good credit, so that you can get lower rates. So I was able to lower my rates. I was able to lower my monthly payments. So I'm hoping that that will help me through 2025. And if everything goes as planned, then I'll be able to hopefully quickly pay it off when the finances get better. But I wanted to go over some comments, some comments about when I posted the video about I want to sell the car or refinance. And Kevo from Texas says, new cars are money pit. They depreciate in value. Worst of all, Hyundai. My car is a Hyundai. Watch a shout. Kindly watch Dave Ramsey show if possible. Subscribe to his financial classes. All you need is a strategy and will be willing to go and be willing to let go of some assets. Peace of mind is priceless. You're right. Wangoi Karaoke says, Lucy, hindsight is 2020, because I was really regretting buying that car. I was like, how stupid was I to buy a brand new car at that time? But when I look back, I was okay. I was able, in my calculations, I was able to pay. I was able to pay those monthly payments for like a year and something. But life threw me a curveball in 2024, and now I'm trying to figure out how I can adjust my finances so that I'm not stressing so much. So she continues to say, you are on the right track since you are self-aware. Thank you for sharing your truth. Oh, you're welcome. And then somebody says, Anthony says, keep the car because you're already deep in it. Used cars are the best if you're mechanically inclined, which I'm not. Car loan and mortgage are kind of inevitable, hard to swallow pills. Cuts your grocery spending, and then if your kids are working, every now and then give them a bill to handle. This way they can start to learn being responsible and understand the life dynamics. So very, very, very good tips on the comment section. And somebody said, Marcy Gakuo says, hey, Lucy, I like the phrase, nothing changes if nothing changes. You are working towards changing something. Keep up the motive. Thank you. Thank you so much. I wanted really, really to get rid of the car, and people commented and gave me their 2 cents about what they would do. Comics Playground TV says, hi, Lucy, just follow your heart. Do what you have to do. And with time, this phase of life will be gone. Do away with more of your wants and keep up your needs. I passed through this phase in 2020 when I had over 5 cars on car loan, big mansion, living in a big mansion, etc. When I look back to the past, I smile, and I'm still super comfortable when I discarded my wants and kept my needs. I wish you all the best. Thank you. I'm really trying to do that. I'm trying to cut back. Joseph Brown says, buying a new car when you need one is not the problem. The car is not that expensive. It's not like you bought $100,000 car. I wish not. Car loans have fixed end dates. Just focus on paying off the car either 5 of 7 years. Ask if you can make half payments bi-weekly, which accelerates payoffs, which I'm already doing. I do twice a month. As a nurse, you need a reliable car to get to work. Just maintain the car and plan to drive it for many years after payoff. Yeah. Before, this is my second brand new car to buy. I had bought a car in 2012. It was brand new. I loved it. It was a Toyota Camry, the new Toyota Camry at that time. It was a sedan, very nice. But it was involved in an accident in, I think, 4 years later, and it was totaled. So after that, so this is now my other new car that I'm buying. So my intentions when I bought that in 2012 was to keep it until the wheels fall off. I was going to keep that car forever and ever until it like dies on the road. Yeah, but that didn't happen. So my intention with this one is to keep it, maintain it as long as I'm able to. So I get what you mean. Thank you. John Duty TV says, I'm going to sell everything before I let go of my car. If things go south, I'm sleeping in that car. By the way, you're right. A lot of people, when they're going through something financially, they sleep in their cars. They operate from their car. They shower in the gyms or wherever, or public areas, in the rest areas, rest stops. And life goes on. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do in this life. And I have learned that over and over. While I'm here in the US, I have learned that. Joseph Kiara says, at least you're taking action. Soon you will be bouncing back. Keep the fight. Thank you. Kenneth Shege says, thank you for sharing your experiences with us. We are learning. I'm learning as well. That's why I like to come on the comment section and share what people are saying. Anthony Maxwell says, an RN should be able to afford this car. Yeah, that's what I thought. But Kuche says, that is the problem with people when they migrate to the United States. Guy tunasomewa. They try to live large, competing with the Joneses. Huge mistake. Always seek to live within your means and avoid loans as much as you can. The Bible says, the borrower is a slave to the lender. The secret is to invest your extra income. After some years, you'll find yourself able to afford a lot of the things that you've always desired to possess. Seek to have at least 2 sources of income. Invest here in the US, invest back home, and be very patient. Don't rush into making unwise financial decisions that are likely to land you in a financial quagmire. Just a piece of advice. Thank you. Thank you. We are taking in all the advice that you guys are giving us. Morris says, I owned a new car, a small cheap Mitsubishi. I regretted it when I had to get a bigger vehicle. It was ridiculously upside down. Never again. I know sometimes things are you don't see it until after the fact. You don't realize that you screwed up until after the fact. Eve says, never buy a brand new car or lease one. Drive a beater if you have to. At least it's paid off. Cars are a money pit. Yeah, but then they break down in the middle of the road. We are in the snow season. We're in winter, and it's just another headache if you don't have a reliable car, because we need that. SF says, me personally, I don't like paying for a new car, but I'm not mechanically inclined and I need reliability. So I'll pay the extra and maintain my car and drive it for as many years as possible. Yeah, that was my plan as well. That was my plan. TM says, first, I'm sorry you find yourself in this situation. I know how easy it is in this country to buy a new car and find yourself upside down because that is what everyone around you is doing. However, I command you to take actions. Here's my suggestion. Take a look at everything you're paying and see if there's any way you can pay off the car within a year. You said it yourself. You have to take drastic measures in this extraordinary situation. I wouldn't refinance no matter what you do. Refinance would be the worst option. But more importantly, look at everything, crush the numbers, see what they're telling, and then you can truly make an informed decision. Self-awareness is key to escape this rat race. You got this. So I did text him and ask him what is the problem? Could you expound on why refinancing is not a good option? But he never responded. So there must be something that he knows that he's not saying, why refinancing is bad, because Marxist also says you never refinance a vehicle. Even if you have better credit, the only time you do so is immediately after buying it. Refinancing a vehicle is simply hitting the reset button and starting all over again. Remember, you are refinancing the loan, which is a total of the car value and fees, registration, warranties, and junk fees. Also, a certified used in simple terms means they are lumping up their warranties into the price to give a sense of reliability and assurance. The best move is to pay almost double the car payments at the beginning of the loan to destroy the interest portion. Buy the gap insurance from the bank that financed you, usually about 1% cost of loan approved. Negative equity happens as soon as you drive off the lot, I swear, because the registration document and junk fees. Because of that, certified used isn't better because some Toyota are selling same price as new. Like I said, refinancing is a fool's errand. It spreads out the payments and you start over again. Yeah, that's one thing, by the way, excuse me, that you have to remember is that refinancing resets your payments. And even if you had paid for a whole year, you have now to start all over again. But you have to look at the pros and cons. Is it making sense for you in your own financial situation at this time or not? Car sales is one of the most shady businesses in the country. What? What? People saying you should have bought a Toyota instead of a Hyundai. Other people say I should sell it on CarMax or Carvana. Whatever check you get, buy your used car for cash. The problem is a used car presents someone else's problems, which is true. And then Hassan said, never buy gap insurance from the dealer. Always get it from your insurance company. It probably won't cost you more than $10. By the way, I don't really understand your situation. I know RN, at least two that work in New Jersey, making over $200,000 a year. Maybe check New Jersey if it's worth moving to that state. Maybe I'll check New Jersey. Who's making $200K? The nurses over there? Whew. Only by God's grace says, buy cars on Marketplace. And then Just Chilling says, please watch the Money Guy show. You will learn a lot. Smart Planet Money says, car loans are a big trap, a catch-22 sort of. Letters says, the price of used cars has gone up because of increased demand. For women, and looking at the weather in your place, it's better to have a reliable car. Some changes can end up being very, very expensive. Get a part-time job. Things will get better with Trump. Oh my God, today is his inauguration, by the way. Today is the 20th of January. And then Lantronic says, big mistake. Why buy a new car in the first place? Better get rid of it. Good Lord. Even if I get rid of it, I'm still going to owe, because I'm upside down on the loan, I'm still going to owe some money. Joe MB says, sell the car and get a cash car. Ooh. Daddy wore back small bucks. What? Says, for sure, Hyundai has the worst resale value, bar none. Maybe consider removing all the additional warranties, gap, wheel protection, prepaid maintenance, glass coverage, and key coverage to see if that will get the balance down. Then refinance that balance at a credit union. Some credit unions are a bit flexible, So 2024 will still qualify for new car rates. Being a nurse, I would check with your employer to see if they have a credit union that they deal with. If you have a 401k, I would ask to see if you can get a hardship loan against the 401k balance. You really don't want to turn the car back into the dealership or the bank. That really can hurt you in the end. See if someone you know wants it. If not, I would try and sell it on Marketplace. Just see if there's any takers out there. So thank you so much, guys, for your advice and for your comments under the video, Sell the Car. Thank you so much. I always appreciate when you guys chip in and give me ideas when I post videos about the challenges that I'm facing. I am not mechanically inclined. I don't know much about cars. And my husband is not here. He's no longer here. So I try to get brand new car. That's my reasoning when I got the car, was so that it can be new. So for a long time, I don't have to worry about fixing the car or having car trouble. But that didn't happen. I did get the car, but now I'm struggling with the payments. So that's why I went and refinanced. Guys, I know you'll come at my neck for refinancing, but that was the better option for me because I couldn't sell the car, because even after I sold the car, I would still be owing like $10,000 without the car. So I decided to keep the car and refinance. I lowered my payments. And then I lowered the interest rate. My credit is good, thank God. I've been working on that. So I was able to get a lower rate. And I get it that I'm going to reset the loan to start from the beginning. But my goal is that hopefully I'll pay as I'm getting financially better. I'm going to pay more, and therefore I'll pay off the loan quicker than 6 years or whatever the length of the loan is. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any more advice for people who are biting more than they can chew, people who are living beyond their means, what advice can you give us? Let's come here and share. I know we have to cut back on a lot of expenses. I've been doing that. And I'm getting to a point where I'll try to see if it's manageable month by month, so we are not living paycheck to paycheck. Thank you for participating in these conversations, and let's keep chatting in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video.